Hello guys, this is 6C and this is going to be my last video of 2017. As I'm recording this right now, I'm about 6 hours away from being New Year's here in New York. So what better way to end it with some Coast04 news, right guys? Alright, let's get on with this. Today I got an interview from Toshihiro Kondo, which Kondo is of course Falcon's president. He did an interview a couple of months back on November 24th. It's a long interview. There's over 30 questions on this, but I picked the top 10 questions that I thought was worth discussing for you guys. Topics that we haven't talked about. So I'm gonna go over them real quick and let's see what Kondo has to say about Coast04. All right, so the first question, I think this is actually the very first question they asked, is the story told by the Sen series isn't over with Sen 3. Had you been planning this from the very beginning? And of course he says, the staff intended to end it with Sen 3. However, after having received the planning from the development team and with our experiences up until now, we concluded that no matter how we look at it, working toward the conclusion is just one game which have been relentless. Not taking into account that some of us had not familiarized themselves with the developing for PS4 yet, we concluded that volume-wise it will become difficult. If we wanted to have the Rebellion arc climax in a single game, we will have to rush through the story. It will be better just to take our time and to properly wrap up the Empire story. From now on, the Kiseki arc will be split in two works. As we run into the cutoff mark, we will have to take whatever follows into consideration. Alright guys, the gameplay you guys see in the background is Tokyo Sanado X. It's a game for PS4 and PC. As far as I'm aware, they make this game for the Vita, but then they kind of port it over to the PS4 with better graphics. As far as I'm aware, there was a team working on this game, so they could get used to the PS4. So they're still the Falcom is still getting used to the PS4 capabilities, which I'm kind of surprised as the PS4 came out. The PS4 came out like 4 years ago, so it's been a long time that the PS4 has come out, but I guess the Falcon never really experimented or made games for it. So let's see what they do on Coast04 that will actually use more of the PS4 power and so. But alright, let's move on to the next question here. It says here, how was the reception of the characters? We have the popularity result elsewhere in the issue. For what character do you consider popular? So he says here, based on the DLC, Altina is most popular. People have warmed up to Yuna as the story progresses because her behavior is so crabby in the beginning. Muse is considered a strong girl among those members. Kurt is seen as incredibly ordinary while he should be in Laura's position, really. Alright guys, let me show you the poll that happened. It was around after the game came out, the Coast03 came out. Let me show you guys the poll so you guys can see. A huge shout out to Alice Young for this information. He says verified popularity results. As you guys can see, Rin of course is going to be the first. It's going to be the most popular character since he is the protagonist. I'm not surprised about that one. Now let's look at the second position and third position. Altina is the second most popular according to this poll in the Kiseki game. Basically, she is the second most popular, and Alisa is the third spot. I'm very surprised that Alisa is not the second. She's not the second most popular character in the game, since Falcom is always pushing Rin and Alisa. Every time they do like a promotion of the game or Coast 1 or 2 or 3, it always has been Rin and Alisa. They always been pushing it since I guess the game has been pushing Rin and Alisa as a couple. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's kind of weird seeing that Altina actually beat Alisa on the popularity poll, which is crazy to me. I mean, this is all conspiracy. Let's look at Millium. You guys know what happened in Coast03 ending. Millium died. She was sacrificed to make the sword, and I'm gonna show you the picture where she is right now. She is actually ranked 24 with 150 votes. Now I don't want to say that the only reason they killed Millium and not Altina was because Altina is more popular, therefore they could sell more DLC of Altina, and that's why they killed Millium. But I'm kind of surprised, man, that Altina is so popular, man. Like, I guess Japan just like their the I don't know, man. I don't know what it's about Athena that people like. I'll be honest. I really don't like Athena that much as a character. I like Million more, even though she's more of a annoying Shao. I mean, she is a Shao, so she's supposed to be representing a Shao. But this, I'm not saying that. Let me just say this. I'm not saying that Kondo killed a Million because Athena's more popular, but seeing this, it's like, damn, man, I feel like they really did that. They really killed Million because Athena's more popular. But, you know, that's just me complaining. Alright, guys, let's move on to the next question. It says here, then, can you tell us something about the effect of the Great One's curse? Okay, he says, as defeated by the Endgame events of Zen 3, the Great Twilight instigates hatred amongst people, resulting in driving them into conflict with each other. Originally, the fight between the Centurion led to the both of them merging as one, so the easiest one to interpret it is to magnify the principle of strife. Although I don't know whether it's right to call it a curse. It can also be interpreted that it's the Great One itself. The Great One may have been implanted into the Empire as a truth. So you guys saw the ending after Reem destroys the Nameless One, I guess you can say. The entire Empire just got this. I'm gonna show you guys the clip. You guys can see. It got shrouded by this darkness, basically, and then everybody's just kind of go insane at each other and they start hating each other. I'm not really sure where the game's gonna go with this. Like, I guess everybody's just gonna start hating each other or something like that. But we will see how this affects basically every content. But it says here that the fourth question I picked up for you guys is, how far did the effect of the Great Twilight reach? And he says it expands quite a bit. Basically, it remains within Erebonian borders, but it's too inconsistent to just stop there. There also causes where people try to resist it. Similar to how the overall shutdown phenomenon in Laverne affected a portion of the Empire, it's possible that other nations are also dragged in by this effect. So what he's saying here is that Laverne got, I believe in the clip it shows that Laverne also got affected by this curse. But yeah. Basically, the whole Simurian is affected by this curse. So we will see how basically the game's gonna go after this, because basically if this affect the whole game, the whole Kiseki saga as a whole, does that mean that everybody's just gonna start killing each other or something like that? We will see, man. This is just me speculating, but we will see what happens. It says here. It's also said that resurrection is even beyond the goddess' capabilities. So how did Crow get revived? This is a good question right here. So this is what he says. He says that wasn't resurrection. All I would say is that Aaron Hall and Crow, like Roger, might have revived through the same ancestral means. So he's basically dodging the question. This is one of those professional dodging way of doing things. He said that they were revived, and they were just revived in the same way, but he doesn't really specify any new information. So I know that when I saw Cold Steel 3 on I think one of those trailer or magazine that they show Siegfried. Of course, Siegfried is basically Crow on the new identity. He's not Crow, but you know, he has the body of Crow. I was not happy seeing Crow alive, because if you kill a character in the game, I feel like you shouldn't do the reviving thing, because that takes away the impact that happened. It takes away the impact, and it feels like a bit blah. Like you're gonna give me like a scene with the death and everything, music, and then you're gonna bring him back the next game. Like what just happened, man? But I'm gonna hold down my judgment until Cold Steel 4. I really do hope that he doesn't call it restoration, but the way they were revived makes sense, and it doesn't hinder the story in any way to me. At the moment, I'm not happy that Crow is back, but I will hold judgment until Cold Steel 4. Alright? I'll hold judgment. Alright, let's move on. Please tell us about the ending scenes with the Resistor Balimar. So I'm gonna show you guys the pictures so you guys can see the Resistor Balimar. And he says he's bound in the sense that he can't leave the cruel situation to look after himself. Rin is still in state of demonization, and we can't fathom what he would do if we were to be loose. Or perhaps simply that he's coming for use for Balimar. This is again him dodging the question. We don't know what state Rin is in his mind. I'm gonna show you guys a picture how Rin looks again. He has a red eye on the left eye. He looks completely destroyed, basically devastated. We don't know if Rin is actually the person that we're looking at is Rin or his Berserker Rin. We don't know. Kondo really didn't give up much of an answer with it. He just once again dodged the questions, but I want you guys to keep this in mind. What do you guys think? You guys think that Rin is no longer Rin is just a berserk monster now? Let me your thought, guys. What do you guys think? What's gonna happen to Rin? Alright, the next one, it says here, the power of the Black Divine Knight is incredibly overwhelming, isn't it? And he says, in the current situation, no one may be capable of competing against it. No, but I suppose a time will come when Black Knight will have to be confronted somewhere. Of course, this isn't hidden that in KOTOR 4 we're gonna have to fight the Black Divine Knight. And of course, it's like I said on my last video, it's already been revealed that the Divine Knight, the black one that Earthborn had, Ishmelga, is the strongest Divine Knight out of all of them. So let's see what happens. He says that currently no one can compete against it, but I'm pretty sure that if they tag team the Black Divine Knight, we can definitely beat it. So not by one by one scenario, but I'm pretty sure by if we get an ally, if we get Crow and Rin Valimar Divine Knight to fight the Black Knight, the Black Divine Knight, I think we might have a chance. But alright, this is a good question right here. This is also a good one. It says here, can you say anything about the last machine, the Golden Knight, or I guess the Golden Divine Knight and his Awakener? He says here, hits has already been provided. There are hints regarding people that have already shown up, so please try to guess. By the way, it is not decided by the color of their hair, and he laughs. So yeah, there's one more Divine Knight that has to be revealed, guys. As you guys know, there's 7 Divine Knights, only 6 has been shown, the last one being Ishmelga, Earthborn Divine Knight. He said the last part, he said that it's not decided by the color of their hair. He's saying that it couldn't be. Don't think it's just Rufus because Rufus has blonde hair. Don't think it's just him because it will match the color of the Divine Knight. So guys, leave me your thoughts. Who do you guys think is gonna be the last Awakener? Leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. I think it could be Aurelia. Aurelia has a golden soul, but that doesn't mean, of course, again, that she gonna be the Golden Divine. She's gonna be the Awakener. Leave me you guys your thought of who you guys think is gonna be the last Awakener. So leave it on the comment section, and we will see what happens, man. I'm actually hyped. I'm kind of curious of who is gonna be the last person. So there you go. All right. On the last few questions. Let's see. It says here, memories of the Divine Knight fights have been erased, but for what reason? That hasn't been said explicitly, but it's not like they have forgotten all their memories regarding their fights. So you guys remember when Rin met Valimar, actually I think it was more like in KOTOR 2, Valimar for some reason doesn't have most of his memories. As the game progresses, Valimar remembers more about his past. In the Black Records, the Black Divine Knight has never been recorded, but that doesn't mean that they haven't fight before. So Valimar could have memories of back then when he used to fight all the other Divine Knights. So this could play a key on KOTOR 4, where we're going to fight the Black Divine Knight, Earthborn, basically. So keep this question in mind, because he says here it's not that they have forgotten all their memories regarding their fight. So what Kondo is hitting at that this could play edge and figure out a strategy of taking out the Black Divine Knight. So there you go. And the last question, I thought it was I think this was the pitting point here. He says, is Rufus still planning to surpass Earthborn? And his answer is, his original plan was to have Earthborn assassinated using Jaggers, right? In that sense, he agreed to be the primary member. Still, right now it seems it's Claire who most likely to betray them. Considering all the things she told Rin, it seems she should be on his side, but the Iron Blood don't sway so easily, including the newcomer. So yeah, Rufus kinda has like I would say another agenda. He could possibly betray Earthborn in KOTOR 4, or Claire could betray him in KOTOR 4. We don't know. We don't know what the story's gonna go, man. This is why we play this game, man. It keeps on the edge on our seat, and we just wanna know how the story's gonna go, especially how open it is. You know, Rina's capture. Who's gonna be how the game's gonna start? Who's gonna be the protagonist? Like, you know, it's a wonderful game, man, because it keeps you at the edge of your seat. Alright guys, this is all I have for the last bit of news. I hope you guys enjoyed the videos I've been doing. I appreciate a lot the support you guys have been leaving me on the comment section on the last videos I've been doing. You guys have been liking, commenting, asking me questions. You guys have been awesome. I do appreciate the support. I do. Thank you so much, guys. I'm gonna leave in the doobly-doo below the link to this interview. Like I said, guys, there's over 30 questions that they asked Kondo. Huge shout out to Fluffy and Guam for this translating everything to us. They've been the MVP of this video, so shout out to them. Happy New Year, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful you guys ended strong in this year, and I'll see you guys in 2018, man, with new content, new videos. And that's it, guys. The comments are fantastic, and I'll see you guys in 2018. Gotcha.